started here. And welcome to tonight's version of the Healthy Home Cabinet. My name is Amanda Friedl. I think we'll just do my introduction. I'll just start right here. So I'm your host for tonight. I'll be sharing about Young Living and essential oils. And I heard about this little oil called Peace and Calming about 9 years ago. And to be honest, at the time, I had 4 boys in my house under the age of 5. So we needed some peace and calming. So you're going to hear a little bit about that oil and a few others of my favorites tonight. You can see in my picture here that I have lots of reasons in my life to use oils. Things like weight, moods. We had a lot of emotions. We had a lot of teenagers, sleep. And we're going to talk about a few more things tonight that are just some of the reasons that I started using oils. So let's see. All right. And if you saw me in those intro pictures, what you don't see from the outside always is that I was tired, emotionally stressed, overweight. You can actually kind of see that part in the pictures there. And I was allergic to literally everything outside. I suffered from chronic migraines and worse. I was causing major damages to the inside of my body. I ate the standard American diet. I used my absolute favorite products, usually that were found with double coupons. And I used candles. I love perfume. I used all kinds of soaps. And I didn't really know anything different than what I saw in TV, movies, and commercials. In fact, my one friend, who usually co-hosts with me, her name's Julie, she would kind of laugh at me because my purse would jangle because I would have like a pain reliever for allergies and a pain reliever for migraines and probably some sort of pain reliever for my kids, all in a bottle. And I thought that was normal. And I think what I thought was normal then is what our country thinks is normal today. With clinics on every corner and around 6,000 registered hospitals in the US, we are armed and ready to be sick. Our nation is sicker now than in the past, and our lifespan is actually shorter than our parents. Most people don't expect that. But 2014 to 2018 is the first time in our history when lifespan decreased. And the United States is now ranked 39th in the world for lifespan, even behind some third world countries. Regular use of prescription medication is considered normal in all age groups. And this is a huge shift from previous generations where it was considered bad. 70% of all Americans take at least one medication, 50% take 2 or more, 20% take 5 or more, 18% of children ages 0 to 11 have taken a prescription medicine in the last 30 days. And this is actually pre-COVID, all right? So these numbers are last year's. 47% of children ages 12 to 19 have taken a prescription medication in the last 30 days. Sick care is not health care. And I think our current mindset here, well, for me personally, it was really like I was always chasing something that would fix where I was at. What we need to be thinking about in healthcare is being proactive and like catching our bodies before any of these things start. So I think we now have a better understanding of diet than we did maybe 9 years ago when I started. A lot of us know that, 10 years ago, my one son was gluten-free, and finding gluten-free food locally was very, very hard. Just shopping for organic stuff was very challenging. And now you can find it in most mainstream stores, gluten-free, organic, low, all kinds of things. Years ago, if you had food allergies, buying groceries or eating out was difficult. And today it's not always super easy, but you can pretty much eat something most everywhere. And yet diet is only one piece of the puzzle. As a matter of fact, your skin is your largest organ. So being healthy is more than just controlling what we eat. It's also controlling what's coming into your body via things like shampoo, soaps, lotions, laundry detergents, dish soaps. Plant-based products are not a new concept. It was how all things were made before modern industrial ages. I want to talk about bioaccumulation tonight, and that is the gradual accumulation of substances such as pesticides or other chemicals in an organism. In this case, we're going to talk about it being in your body. And bioaccumulation occurs when an organism absorbs a substance at a rate faster than that at which you can detox your body through metabolism or excretion in your body. Now, humans affected by bioaccumulation tend to have a higher risk of developing certain cancers, liver failures, birth defects, brain damage, heart disease, and so much more. And that definitely sounds like our system. I was that sick, and I don't know if any of that resonates with you tonight, but we're going to be talking about making just some healthy choices. I'm going to talk about some simple changes you can make in your home. And once I started making some of those simple swaps, like we're going to talk about tonight, to a Young Living product, many of the things I was dealing with went away. Now, it isn't just Young Living. I've learned a lot about our world in the last 8, almost 9 years. I've been with Young Living. I do other simple steps too. I'm adding, getting my daily drinking water in. I'm moving more. I avoid the yuck in my diet and the yuck in my home. And tonight we're going to talk about those simple swap-outs in areas that are targeted and focused. So tonight you get to choose that first area you want to take some baby steps in, and let's work together. I want to introduce you now to Young Living. We have solutions for you and your family with over 700 products for every room in your home and every member of your family, including the pets. They come shipped directly to your door with free shipping for all orders over $100. Who else loves free shipping? We have a subscribe to save program that helps you save on every order by unlocking a 24% discount. You just place the items in your cart, you select how often they ship, and you never run out. I love that part. We have a loyalty program, so those who order monthly on our subscription program at a minimum of 50 PV can earn points towards free products at 10%, 20%, and 25% additional savings. We're a family-owned business started nearly 30 years ago by Gary and Mary Young. And in those early years, they worked out of a small garage with just taking the order by phone and packaging every order themselves. And today we've grown to a massive 2 billion multinational company that now employs over 3,000 people worldwide, but we're still run by our owners and the Young family, who is the Young family technically. So C2Seal is our quality standard, and it sets us above all the rest. We do 16 different tests in triplicate at 2 different times to ensure the quality and purity. We have over 25 corporate and partner farms around the world. I've visited 4 so far. I've visited 9 so far. I visited the 2 in the United States, the 2 where we do lavender in the United States. And then we have a tree farm in the United States. And then I've been in Hawaii and Ecuador and Spain and France. I lost 1 because that's only 8. So I'll have to go change my numbers. You too can go to the farms. You too can be a part of this process. You can plant, you can put the seeds in the little starters, you can put the starters in the ground. You can water the gardens, you can weed them. That's not any more fun than it is at my own house, unfortunately. And you can be a part of the harvests. And that's actually one of my favorite parts, because you get to see the fruition of the timeless standard that we have. And our products are age old. They are God-given, plant-based, unadulterated, pure, and safe. And I love that part. I love that we are farm focused because I live on a farm. And I love most that we always leave the world a better place around us. So that is why I chose Young Living. We're going to talk tonight about how to use essential oils, because there are 3 ways to use essential oils. You can use them aromatically, topically, and some can even be taken internally. Tests have shown that oils reach your heart, liver, and thyroid in 3 seconds when inhaled. They're found in your bloodstream in 26 seconds when applied topically. The expulsion of essential oils takes 3 to 6 hours in a normal, healthy body. And that means like your body uses it and sends it back out. So you can, like, you're using something for an oil, and 3 in that 3 to 6 hour window, you need to put more on. That's okay too. All right. So one of my favorite ways to use essential oils is aromatically. Many of us have had a time where a smell triggers a memory. It's freshly baked bread takes me immediately back to my grandma's house on Sunday afternoons. Pine needles, spring flowers. One of my absolute favorite oils is orange, because it just takes me to a warm, sunny place every time. Essential oils can do the same thing. If you just put a couple drops in the palm of your hand, rub your hands together and cup them up over your nose and mouth, and take an inhalation deep into your lungs. Diffusion, you can see the diffuser, that really pretty diffuser right there in the middle. That one's called the Aria, and that's one of my favorite diffusers. It's kind of the Cadillac of diffusers. It creates a fine aromatic mist, and it allows you to create a spa-like atmosphere and enjoy the benefits of essential oils in every environment. So if you're following along and you want to put something in the chat box, put your favorite oil to diffuse. I'll just list off like some of my quick favorites. I mentioned orange. It always makes me happy. So citrus fresh, orange, lavender to relax and go to sleep, make sleepy time a lot easier. Thieves, we're gonna get to Thieves tonight. And also probably what I do kind of a lot that people would be kind of surprised at is Clarity, which is an oil with basil in it, and it just helps me focus. So I usually do Clarity and orange when I'm trying to think. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the chat box what you love to diffuse. Also, I want to talk about how we put oils on our skin. So topically is next. And topical application is a great way to support your skin because essential oils are easy to use and they have great benefits. If you've never used essential oils, a great place to put them is to your feet. They can be found in the bloodstream in 26 seconds when applied topically. One of my favorite oils, it was kind of funny. I was just telling Kimberly right before we started, I have wrenched my elbow and I use this roller called Deep Relief. And I literally, here's Deep Relief. It comes in a roller. It just, wherever I feel a little bit stiff or a little bit sore, I just rub it on. And it literally is that easy. So if you're with me tonight and you want to throw a comment in the chat box, just a couple of other ways to use them topically. I use frankincense on my wrinkles. You're like, what wrinkles? I'm like, I know, right? I know. But I also would use like tea tree on our feet. We just use a little spray bottle and we, disperse it onto our feet, coming in or out of the shower. It's just this little tiny spray bottle with a little bit of oils. That's another way. We use it on our, also we use them internally. And some people choose to use them internally by adding them to water or liquid, placing them in a capsule, or taking one of Young Living's oil infused product. And we were kind of joking just a little bit ago that I had said my favorite way to use them is aromatically, but in that same moment I was drinking, I got another one right here, one of our oil infused products, Ninja Red, which has lots of great essential oils in it, but you can also just take oils and put them in a little capsule. One of my favorites here is going to be Peppermint Vitality. You can put a drop in a capsule to help with healthy bowel function and support overall digestion when taken internally. Also, I love peppermint in anything chocolate, even just a little bit of a toothpick. The oil doesn't come out this big top right here. It comes up from the little tiny hole in the side. So put your toothpick down in that little well and stir some into your hot cocoa or throw 4 or 5 drops into a pan of brownies and you'll really elevate it. But however you use them internally, go ahead and give us some more ideas here in the chat box. Thieves Vitality, these in a capsule to keep your immune system. We're going to start talking about all these great oils that we love. All right, guys. So it's 2020, and I want to be pretty honest that the number one ways I've been using oils in 2021 is for my emotions. So some of you know me really well. We've had some pretty big family upheavals. I think I kind of represent most people right now. But not only are my emotions all over the place sometimes, let's be honest, I've got kids, I've got a husband, I've got family members, even my dogs can be emotional. So let's talk about some of my absolute favorite ways to use oils for our emotions. The first one is my mom oil number 1, the oil that got me into Young Living. It's called Peace and Calming. And Peace and Calming, it might be the most used oil for kids still in my house, but it's the most amazing oil for settling people, including me. When I started Young Living, I had these 4 little boys on the go nonstop. And I thought if this oil actually peaced and calmed them, I would be singing the Hallelujah chorus. And it did. We put it in our diffuser when we're doing school stuff. We roll it on when we aren't calm. I'll actually swipe somebody behind the neck today at church who is getting a little antsy. I keep one right in my bag and I just gave a little swipe to the back of the neck and they kind of know what that means. And I think the smell I sometimes pass it around in the car if they're getting antsy. You can put in Epsom salt for bath, just like a cup of Epsom salt with 4 or 5 drops is beautiful. Do you guys use Peace and Calming if you're here and you want to add in? My second favorite oil is Valor. Absolute favorite. It is helpful for balance and grounding and courage. And I use it on my muscles and on my feet. I bolded some oils here that are found in our bundles I'm going to talk about. So just so you can pay attention to those bolded names. I want to talk to you just a little bit more about those oils here. Here's kind of a picture of some more. when you are doing oils for emotions, our sense of smell is 10,000 times more acute than our other senses. And it's sensitive to some 10,000 plus chemical compounds. Once it's registered, that scent travels faster to your brain than either sight or sound. And when we inhale the fragrance of an essential oil, those odor molecules travel up our nose where they're registered by the nerves of our olfactory membrane right in the nose lining. And that stimulates the nerve cells and it triggers your electrical responses. And all of a sudden, all of your brain is working together to hit the parts where you store memories, where you make decisions, where you control your heart rate, where your blood pressure comes from, your breathing, your memory, your stress levels, and your balance. And that's like literally, you haven't even used a drop yet. All right. So here's some peace and calming. I just open it up, take a whiff out of the bottle. I have not even used a drop of oil yet. And I'm having a profound physiological and psychological effect on my body. It's going to alter my physiology and my behavior. All right. Some of you might choose an oil different than me. There are some great ones. I love orange and frankincense. I would absolutely add to this list. Stress away. I don't know how we get through life right now without emotion oils. And so I think people might laugh at that a little bit because it sounds kind of hokey sometimes for people to be like, oh, it's because of the oils that I'm functioning. But I really come back and I think it's true. Like we start with this part on the top, and I would have told you years ago that I didn't think oils could do this, but I was wrong. So 2021 is also, if it's taught me anything, two things: to be really strong emotionally and to give my body the strongest foundation we can, right? To have as few pre-existing conditions, as little thing that can go wrong, as strong of a body for fighting ever. All right. So to do that, I am a big believer in not overwhelming the body with toxins and the bioaccumulation thing, and giving our body what it needs. And Thieves is a huge part of that for me. It supports a healthy immune function. It can contribute to overall wellness when taken as a dietary supplement. It includes Eucalyptus radiata, which can help maintain a healthy respiratory system when taken as a dietary supplement. You can see here we've got products for oral health, cleaning products, and more. We literally Thieves everything. So Thieves hand sanitizer kills 99.9% of the icky yuck. I carry this everywhere. I have one in my purse. I've swiped it under my arms for deodorant. I use it every time I have to go to a public bathroom. I wash with hot water, and then I use Thieves hand sanitizer. I use it after sunburns. It has aloe in it. It's beautiful. There's lozenges and cough drops. So clearly nobody, I mean, I don't even care if you don't have COVID, but nobody wants to be making a cough right now, right? Because everybody will look at you. So get that lozenge, use a cough drop. Thieves oil is amazing. And you can tell me in the chat box, the probably the number one thing I use the most of is the cleaner, but you use just a little bit at a time. But you can take the cleaner, swap out every other cleaner in your house. We can teach you how, and make huge changes on a budget and make it healthy for your family. In fact, your kids can clean for you now because it won't be as icky for their bodies. All right. Next up, I think we'll talk about our immune support health. Because this keeps going with that strong foundation. I'm just really strongly believing in feeding the body what it needs for all the things, right? So our daily routine at our house includes Ningxia Red. You guys just saw, I actually just had a second Ningxia Red today. And it has all the antioxidants your body needs. In fact, it's equal to eating like 100 oranges a day just for the antioxidant level. It's so good. I do like 1 to 2 ounces, 1 to 2 times a day, unless I am feeling under the weather. And then I feed my body more. I love the taste, and the drink gives me energy. It helps with healthy eyesight, healthy cardiovascular function, as well as it contains all the amino acids your body needs. And nothing else out there says that. So that's definitely one to consider trying. I also am a very big believer in feeding, like we use Super C, the chewable or the tablet every day. We use Super D every day. And I'm going to be honest with you, we work to take care of our guts. We're not a perfect diet family. That's what happens when you have 5 teenage boys living in one house. sometimes they have like food that mama doesn't necessarily approve of, but we try and take care of our guts because your immune system function comes out of your gut. So do you guys give your body what it needs to stay strong? Those are going to be crucial for my way of thinking. Okay. Up next, I think we're going to talk about sleep. Sleep is not just a beautiful thing for like resting your body, but it gives your body that time to do what God has designed your body to do, bring healing right to your body, right? Not only do I want to have a good night's sleep, I can't get a good night's sleep if my kiddos aren't getting sleep. So here's some of my favorite tools for sleeping. And I know what you're thinking, boy, I mean, who uses 11 things to go to sleep? That's just too many. Well, we all have our favorites, and I'll give you some of mine. And to be honest, maybe right now you're looking at this and you're like, oh, well, I didn't know frankincense helped with sleep. I had that conversation with my dad last week. And I would say to you, well, I would try it. Just a drop on the top of your head, or maybe some right behind your ears. Or if you sleep with your hands by your head, put some on your wrists so that you're sleeping. If you have something that has an aroma that isn't your favorite, put it on your feet. I like to put something in my diffuser. I pretty much put Sleepy Eyes in my diffuser. And then I usually put Peace and Calming on my arms before I go to bed. Otherwise, lavender too. Gentle Baby. Some people love Gentle Baby. All right. So not only do we have this beautiful combination of oils, we also have some supplements here that could really help. This is a chewable for immune and kiddos. Adults can take it too. But I mean, especially if you have a kiddo who's just kind of wrestling with sleep, isn't kind of under the weather, and ImmuPro, where a portion of one can be beautiful. And whenever I travel, I don't rest well. So I always grab my bottle of Sleep Essence and make sure that I take that with me. That's in stock. It's a gel cap of oils on the go. So would love to hear from you what you're using for sleep, because I just think that that's so crucial. All right. Well, I'm going to go to, one second, got to flip my slide here and I got them out of order. I want you to know that even though I'm specifically talking about like how we stay healthy, that there are lots of other things that I have not, that I've just kind of given a glimpse to tonight. We could sit here and give you a slide for things like weight loss, a slide for things like digestive systems, a slide for just, I mentioned deep relief. We got slides that support your stuff that supports your bones and your muscles and so much more. We can help you make easy swap outs for your personal care products, your pets, your babies, your kiddos. We have an entire kids line. It's my absolute favorite. It's so easy to use. My kids know what to do without me having to tell them. Like if they get an owie, they go get the oil labeled owie. And if their tummy's hurt, they get an oil called Tummy Jize. And so that's my favorite. We have makeup and so much more. And so if there's an area where you want more to learn about, we are here to help, because really at the end of the day, one of the things I absolutely love about Young Living is that we have this community of like-minded people who are working to make small changes in their home over and over and over again. And so we have all kinds of ways that you can grow along the way. We would work with you to help you make a plan for your needs. It's super easy to get started in Young Living. You just go to youngliving.com or get a quick link from whoever shared Young Living with you. If you put their member number when you order, they get credit for your referral. You may want to reach out to them now as you start to make your wish list, because one, I've already mentioned quite a few products and it can get a little overwhelming, and I may not have even grabbed the exact thing you need yet. So help them, let them help you make a list. You can also, this is the number 2 reason you should ask for help. You can save money. And I love that part. So let's learn about how to qualify for every discount you're eligible for right up front. Number 3, you can get freebies, and we don't want you to miss out. So go to the person who invited you to watch this video and ask them how to make a plan for your needs. That's just one of my favorite things to do. I don't want anybody to miss out. And, I think a lot of times we think, oh, we don't want to bug people. I want you to know that one of the neatest things about Young Living is that you can bug us. It's not a bother to ask us for help. We would love to get you plugged in. We would love to make sure that you're happy with your purchase. I want to mention that you should always take advantage of kits and bundles. Anytime they bundle something up, you get extra savings on it. And they're always the best value and super discounted. My favorite bundle is this one right down here on the bottom corner. It's a diffuser and 12 oils, and it's all 50% off. And literally, I've bought this, I think probably 7 times in my house. You might be like, Amanda, do you have 7 diffusers? Yes, I do. One, I have all those kids, so that's life for me. And when I got my first oil kit, I got the box with all the oils, and we didn't buy a diffuser. And when I got to get a diffuser, I would carry it with me throughout the day, and I would take it where we did school, and then I would take it into the kitchen, and then I would take it to the bathroom, right? Purification essential oil, maybe some of your favorites. And then I would haul it up to one kid's bedroom. Do you know what? Every kid's bedroom needs a diffuser, and you can put an oil diffuser in your bedroom to set the mood too. If my husband walks in and it smells like eucalyptus, he has or it smells like a sleepy oil, it's a clue for him about what, the bedroom is doing that evening. And there's other aromas you can do in the bedroom too. So whether it's your bedroom, your kitchen, when you burn your supper, you guys can tell me what you use diffusers for. Cleaning the air, all kinds of oils, every room of your house, literally. Thieves in our entryway. When you walk in the door to our house, it smells yummy. It smells like Thieves and maybe a little bit of orange. Like I said, there's one right here in my office. So you can buy this kit and bundle. You can save that money over and over again. So that's one of my favorite things to do. All right, guys. And with that being said, that is it for our evening. I want to go ahead and thank you for coming. And I want to invite you to let us know if you need more assistance. We're available if you have questions. That's it. Bad end of the recording, but we hope that you can get a hold of us if you need help. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.